Hi, I'm Jordan and I run sendwithscout.com. Now, today we're going to be talking about the future of B2C direct mail marketing. Now, on the B2B side, there's some really interesting innovations that have come across in the last 5 years. Handwritten cards at scale, like with real pens. Salesforce integrations where you can enhance with data from LinkedIn and Facebook at scale. And physical goods to consumers. Super interesting stuff. If you're interested, comment below. I'm happy to talk more about this in a different video. Let's look at the history of B2C marketing. What people used to do before Facebook ads and Google ads is they would buy cold lists of people that match demographics. So folks that had bought a car 4 years ago, that were between X and Y age, that had A to B income, right? Buy that list, send off a bunch of cards, hope that they would provide some value. In many cases, postcard marketing was like a billboard. You would put it up and hope that there was some return on investment. Now, about 5 years ago or so, Lob came on the scene and they really kind of revolutionized what you could do with postcards. Lob allowed you to send an API call to print and send a postcard. Really, really useful. Now, most of the value from Lob has come out from triggered postcards to existing customers, right? So sending postcards to people that you already have a relationship with. In some cases, this is transactional mail, insurance agencies that are required to send postcards or envelopes. Lob.com was really, really useful in that case. It also created these flurry of B2C marketing tools that were probably about 10% better than the existing workflows, but much more expensive because these companies would use Lob and Lob would use a variety of printers and there would be additional margin along the way. Now, you wouldn't have to email folks to send in a postcard to print it and buy a list, etc., but you still are paying extra margin for that benefit. It wasn't a huge innovation in terms of how you would market to B2C customers. Now, there are some interesting capabilities that Lob and other APIs enable, and that's image personalization. And we haven't really seen a lot of people take advantage of this, but this is sending a unique and different image to every single person. So a picture of their roof from space. Scout did this for solar customers. Pictures of their cars, their make and model if you're actually buying a list. So there's some other innovations there that have yet to be discovered, but I think that fundamentally the value in postcards will be in sending triggered postcards to prospects. Now, in many cases, these are folks that you probably don't have their address. So Scout is piloting a program to allow you to take people that maybe showed some interest in your product but didn't convert and match their web session or their email with a physical address. So you can send them a postcard and say, hey Jordan, I know you're maybe interested in something on the site. We can give you that at a discount. Or why don't you come back to the site and check out what's in your cart? And personalizing that based on the user and the marketer's discretion, of course. Additionally, I think that there are still some really interesting cost savings that can happen at scale. So Scout has a 25-cent postcard program that allows you to blanket an area. Now, if you can't eliminate who your customers are by about 50%, it doesn't make sense to do address mail, even if it's standard mail versus first class, for example. This is even cheaper than EDDM. And so I think that there are two sort of prongs where I see the future of direct mail going. The first is really, really low cost postcards to just blanket an area with your service so you could reach 100% of the people that could conceivably use your service. And then super targeted select postcards that use this Lob mentality to not just reach existing customers, but to find out who new customers could be based on their engagement in your site, and then send them a triggered direct mail piece. All right, happy to talk more about any of this. Feel free to leave comments below. Join us on Postcard Pros, a Facebook group, and feel free to reach out. If you're in San Francisco, I'd love to have coffee with you and shoot the shit about direct mail. Thanks, bye.